And hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Criterion Connection. We're doing a spooky movie that just came out on Blu-ray, I think, yesterday, I believe, the 13th. It's a movie...
13th of February.
Yeah.
I've heard somebody say it like that once.
13. That's an unlucky number. It's a spooky number. That's right, we're going to talk about Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead.
By George Romero.
The prequel to this. The prequel to this.
Right.
The prequel to all of this.
All right. Calm down.
Okay.
All right.
I'm calm.
First off, let's just talk about how excited we are that this is on the Criterion Collection finally.
When I heard about this on Amazon, pre-ordered it immediately.
Because this movie's been in the public domain for decades.
There's been
Everybody and their mother has put it out on DVD. I think I might have a couple times.
There's been remakes of it. I was a part of one and I dropped out of it. But
there's 8,000 sequels.
Yes.
But it's nice to see it's finally in the hands of the Criterion Collection that will restore it to pristine condition and add all these bonus features. Super pumped.
And you're like... Because we're recording this before it comes out. We're recording this before it comes out, so...
Yeah, so we had to watch our crappy DVD copies.
But, well, I watched it on Amazon Prime. They have 4...
Is it on there?
They have 3! They have 3 different versions on Amazon Prime for free. 3 of them! So I watched the 50th Anniversary Edition.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is the most remastered edition.
Yeah, because there are nice-looking editions, but man, do some of them
I love
bad.
how this movie is found on the Criterion Connection for the collection for a reason. Because a lot of these movies are...
It's important. It's an important movie.
It's very...
It's a Library of Congress, guys. Thank goodness somebody qualified and put it out.
To me, because you could see the mistakes in the movie, you can.
Oh, yeah. But it's competently made.
You can see the boom shadow in the corner when he's fixing the radio. You can see the weird jump cut.
I still feel it's one of the more competently made amateur films.
To me, it's the independent film.
Yeah.
Because all of those ghouls, there's people he knows.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they're not all great actors, guys.
No. But yeah, like...
Special effects are really good, though.
Yeah, you had the first, I don't think it's the first, but prominent African-American character as the main character. You'd say Barbara's the main character.
Yeah.
She's barely in the movie.
Yeah.
The ending
he was a big deal. That was also the same. Remember, it's also the same decade that Sidney Poitier kind of made a rise. To Serve with Love, In the Heat of the Night, Lilies of the Field, and then you have this, which is incredibly important film.
Yeah,
because your survivors were an African American male and a white woman.
Like, and he hit her. And here's
she deserved it-ish.
And he's also bossing around white dudes.
Yeah, and it's such a... And I think it's a seminal movie as well.
It also creates... Well, I know there's white zombies and stuff like that.
But yeah,
it created a genre.
This one is your father of the zombie film. Because White Zombie I think of as a forefather, kind of like a super old ancestor, because it's a different kind of zombie.
I didn't even think about mummies or...
it's a different kind of zombie. This one is one of the first, like...
The flesh-eating ghoul.
Legitimate, like, zombie, what we know. It redefined what we knew about zombies. Because you had, the 50s, I think, had a couple.
Yeah.
And, that Atom Age, and it definitely has that touch to it, with the radiation causing it to happen.
Yeah, I like that. That's the explanation. I like...
You want to do the plot synopsis? We didn't do the plot synopsis. We just got really psyched really fast. I'm starting to sweat.
The plot summary is Barbara is going out with Johnny and whatever, and...
Her brother Johnny.
If you don't know this scene already, it's, you're coming to get you, Barbara, that line. If you don't know that line, basically Barbara runs, and she locks herself in a house, and Ben is there, the African-American character, shows up. He kind of was like, we gotta do this, and she's just catatonic.
Yeah, she's completely out of it.
Yeah, she's out of it, so he's like, you gotta snap out of it. We gotta get Johnny. And you're like, shut up! And then
I do have to admit, the remake made her better.
And I'll say this. And then he's like boarding out the place, and you realize there's another door to a cellar. that has...
Well, they do that establishing shot where he walks through a doorway and you see the outline of the cellar door and you're like, what's down there?
What's in there? So we have the Guy G. Willikers character. I feel like Burt Ward could have played that character perfectly. You know,
what was his name?
I know his wife was Judy.
Yeah, it was Judy. I forgot his name.
And Judy was like kind of like I felt like because everyone looked kind of normal, and Judy looked like she was like probably like a celebrity like model.
Yeah, she looked kind of like...
and the lips.
She looks like kind of like one of those like... do you remember in Austin Powers, they had those little cutscenes where the girl was dancing?
Yes!
She looks like she could have been one of those people.
That's what I was thinking, because I was like, she stands out. Like, for like, just like, she's with that guy?
Yeah.
And then you have...
Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper, who has a big old bruise on his head.
His wife, Helena.
Mr. Cooper, I believe, was probably either a car salesman or like he sold blenders or something like that. I just feel like he was.
He totally would fit in with like the movie The Goods. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Just be one of those weird characters.
You have his wife, who's more like the clear-headed of the couple, and then you have
the daughter,
which
thank God she doesn't act very much.
Yeah.
we went old school child actor on this one.
Yeah. It's an iconic movie. Mm-hmm. It has its flaws.
Oh, yeah.
Barbara, she's so iconic, but she's awful.
Yeah.
Like, when she's
But the Johnny reappearance is iconic.
But the great part about Barbara, I thought, is a nice little touch. She's telling a story about how she gets attacked and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And you see Penny just working, and he's like... He just keeps working, not even paying attention to her. And
he's like, shut up.
And you're like... I love this. He's like, shut up.
It's right after he talked about how he got attacked.
Yeah, it was very like, that's it. It was just like, boom, like that. That's it.
She's like, you need to calm down.
She's going into detail. Johnny said he wanted a piece of candy. And you're just like, he said that in the car, Barbara. Fucking 5 minutes before this happens. Anyway, so she's not the greatest. There's another scene where the Mr. Cooper's wife gets stabbed with the gardening tool. And
that is one of the better. Well, her screaming's not.
Yeah, the screaming is so questionable.
But it's an iconic scene. I
feel like we didn't need to cut to the TV a lot. You could have just had the VO play while they were working, like they did with the radio when he was building up the place. I don't know, but I get it because some of it was just bad. Like when they're interviewing like the military guy and it's the doctor's next to him. And then randomly the cameraman's behind the reporter's head and you can't see anything. And you're just like, a real newscast would not do that. The cameraman should be fired right away for doing this. Iconic, like the ghouls. I love how like the lighting is. Like the lighting with like the trees are covering. So you don't see
all of them.
The effects don't have to be perfect. You don't have to see that it's obviously not a human.
Yeah.
And the trees hide it. This is the first... I don't think the other movies have tackled it that light and fire are like big no-nos to zombies.
Yeah.
Ghouls. They're not called zombies in this.
Yeah.
And there's one scene I didn't like, I think you could cut out, is after he falls asleep in the cellar, you cut to the military people, and we're going to check out that house over there, and it kind of spoils what's going to happen. I feel like you could have just had like him fall asleep
and then hear the gunshots.
The exterior shot of daytime gunshots. He wakes up, gets out, boom.
Maybe I didn't feel too bad
because we've already established it. I feel like that could have added to the movie, but it's already you can see the booms mic, you can see all kinds of things in this movie. But the fact is,
it's got a lot of charm.
There's a charm to it.
It's so much charm. I didn't even notice. That's how charming it is.
It's so charming. But it's essential.
And
it's not my favorite of the Dead trilogy.
It's not really a scary movie. But like when you think of the symbolism of everything involved, it's just
the isolation, the claustrophobia,
relentlessness, the mindless zombies. They're afraid of light,
And you also have to deal with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Who's just, dude, take a chill pill,
I really liked it.
Yeah. Is it your favorite of the Dead trilogy? I'm not counting Night of the Dead.
No.
Yeah, mine. What's yours? Just curious, because I don't think the other one's going to be on Criterion.
Well, Dawn of the Dead could be. But Day of the Dead's my favorite.
I'm with Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead, if you think about it, is Night of the Living Dead. But multiply. Instead of you have some car salesmen, you have military leaders.
Yeah.
And you're claustrophobic in the whole area.
I love Dawn of the Dead's setting. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I love the symbolism with that. And I love the movie. It's just something like... It is worth every ounce of praise it gets.
Yes.
And then I like the remake, too. I think the remake's really good. But Day of the Dead is just this... It's a really dour kind of movie.
The effects are A+.
The effects are great. And there's... It's just the... I think the mood kind of settles into that movie so much better. Because there's lighthearted moments in Day of the Dead where you... Or Dawn of the Dead where you have, like, hope.
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead, I mean, we talked about how amateurish at the time it was. But and it sets Romero off on this journey.
And I feel like the social commentary is more heavy in that one.
Yeah. Day of the Dead, it's so, like, consistently kind of like, we're screwed. And then you get that last ounce of hope at the end.
Also, Colonel Rhodes.
Yeah.
Choke on him! Anyway, so, buy, rent, or skip?
I would say... For a film fan, a horror fan, I think it's a buy.
Yes.
Is it the best movie in the world? No. Is it the scariest horror movie? No. It's not even the best in the series, but it's an important film.
Yeah, it's
more
important.
And I think that alone kind of warrants it. Yes. I think overall film importance is something to take in consideration.
Yes. I'd say buy.
Buy.
I mean, you could rent it. I mean, it's pretty available. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a movie that was in the public domain.
It's not an expensive movie. I'll say that.
Yeah,
it's not like
you can probably find.
It's not like The Third Man.
You can find so many of these.
Yeah.
Just non-Criterion ones, but I think the Criterion one's going to be a buy, just because
the supplements.
It'll be It has supplements on it that are really interesting, but I think it's going to be the best quality one you're going to get.
There's some bad quality ones,
and you're going to find a lot of bad quality DVDs.
And that's the case also for Night of the Living Dead. Also buy other George Romero stuff. Oh yeah. Because if you didn't know that
he did The Crazies,
if you didn't know that he doesn't see a dime for Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
He doesn't see a dime because he didn't trademark or something like that.
Yeah, that's how it ended up in the public domain.
Doc of the Dead, and it goes through the entire thing about Night of the Living Dead. So buy other George Romero stuff so his family and his estate can get something. Yeah. Because Night of the Living Dead doesn't get anything for, sadly.
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know how Criterion's going to do it. Hopefully they throw a little bit of something his way.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a really, really great director. A lot of people kind of throw his movies kind of down a notch because they're zombie films, because they're, whatever, horror films to them. But he's really a great filmmaker when you go back and you actually pay attention.
Yeah.
So
let us know in the comment section below what do you think about Night of the Living Dead. What is your favorite of the Dead trilogy? Or hell, if you want to throw Land of the Dead as your favorite, whatever, that's fine.
I mean, what's your favorite George Romero movie?
Yes, there you go.
What's your favorite horror movie on the collection that we need to check out right away?
That we haven't already, yes.
Yeah, there's some that are on our radar.
Yes.
But definitely let us know, and we can get to them sooner or whatever.
Yeah. And also hit that subscribe button and get that little bell so you hear that bell, ding, 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 ding. You get every single update about any other video, not just Criterion Connection. We also have Soundcheck. We also have Anime Talk. We also have Comic Book Round. We also have the Video Chambers. We also have all kinds of things. My head's exploding from all of it. And next week, we're doing a movie.
And it's kind of a love story, right?
It's a movie that I have never seen until now. Should we tell them what it is?
No. So when you hit subscribe and when you hit the bell, you're gonna see a notification next Wednesday. Mm-hmm. You're gonna know what I'm talking about when I think it's kind of a love story.
And you're gonna be, offended that I've never seen it until now.
Then you're gonna be mad that Wade's never seen it until now.
Yes.
So definitely hit the subscribe and the bell. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
So until then, you better run away, 'cause they're coming to get you, viewer.